Take a deep breath. What if I told you that deep beneath the earth, wrapped in darkness and silence, grows a root that remembers what your body has forgotten? Valerian. Valeriana officinalis. The root that teaches the body to rest. Not by forcing, not by numbing, but by whispering to your nervous system in a language older than words. Tonight, millions will reach for prescription sleep aids. They'll wake groggy, disconnected, chemically subdued. But there's another way. A way that doesn't silence your body, it teaches it, reminds it, brings it home. In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover how valerian root gently supports natural sleep cycles, calms racing thoughts, and helps your body remember its own rhythm. No harsh crashes, no morning fog, just the kind of rest your ancestors knew, deep, earned, sacred. But first, I need you to do something. Breathe with me. In through your nose. Count to 4. Hold. Out through your mouth. Count to 6. Again. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel the weight of this moment. Because what we're about to explore isn't just about a plant. It's about reclaiming something we've lost in the blue light and endless scrolling. It's about remembering that your body already knows how to rest. It just needs permission. Valerian offers that permission. So dim the lights if you can. Let the outside world fade. For the next 20 minutes, you're not scrolling. You're not producing. You're not performing. You're simply here. With an ancient root and a forgotten truth. Let's begin. Long before labs, people listened. And few plants whispered as softly as valerian. The ancient Greeks called it fu, not for its delicate name, but for its earthy, almost pungent scent. A smell that reminded them of the underworld, of Hades himself. But in that darkness, they found medicine. Hippocrates prescribed it for insomnia as early as the 2nd century. Galen, physician to Roman emperors, called it a cure for what he termed restlessness of spirit. In medieval Europe, valerian became known as all-heal. Monks cultivated it in monastery gardens, tucked between lavender and rosemary. They understood something we're only now remembering, that healing happens in the quiet spaces, in the pause between heartbeats, in the surrender before sleep. Germanic tribes hung valerian above their doors, not just as medicine, but as protection. They believed the plant could ward off evil spirits and bring prophetic dreams. In Scandinavian folklore, valerian was woven into wedding bouquets, a blessing for peaceful union and restful nights ahead. Native American healers, though working with different valerian species, recognized similar qualities. The root was burned as incense, drunk as tea, carried in medicine pouches for those whose minds would not quiet. What did they all see? A plant that grows in the margins, in damp meadows and forest edges. A plant that blooms white or pale pink in summer, delicate flowers that belie the power coiled beneath the soil. Because it's not the flower that heals. It's the root. Dark, twisted, fragrant in that ancient earthy way that reminds us we come from soil, and to soil we return. Valerian doesn't force rest. It simply shows your body the way home. Now let's talk about what modern science has discovered in that twisted root. A 2020 systematic review published in the American Journal of Medicine examined 18 randomized controlled trials involving over 1,000 participants. The conclusion? Valerian root may significantly improve sleep quality and reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, without the dependence risks of pharmaceutical alternatives. Here's what's happening at a molecular level. Valerian contains over 150 chemical constituents, but researchers focus on a few key players: valerianic acid, isovaleric acid, and a group of compounds called valipotriates. These molecules interact with GABA receptors in your brain, the same receptors targeted by benzodiazepines like Valium, but with a crucial difference. Instead of forcing those receptors open, Valerian gently encourages them. It increases the availability of GABA, your brain's primary calming neurotransmitter, while also inhibiting the enzyme that breaks it down. The result? A natural cascade of relaxation that works with your body, not against it. A 2011 study at the Sleep Disorders Research Center at Henry Ford Hospital found that valerian extract improved slow-wave sleep. That's the deep, restorative stage where your body repairs tissue, consolidates memory, and balances hormones. Participants reported not just falling asleep faster, but waking more refreshed. Penn State researchers noted in 2018 that valerian may also reduce anxiety without sedation. It calms the nervous system while leaving mental clarity intact. Unlike many prescription options that blur the line between calm and disconnection, studies suggest it works best with consistent use. Not as a knockout punch, but as a gentle teacher, reminding your circadian rhythm what it already knows. The FDA recognizes valerian as generally recognized as safe. But remember, nature is powerful. And power, even gentle power, demands respect. This content is for educational purposes only and has not been evaluated by the FDA. Please consult your healthcare provider before use. Now let's talk about preparation, because how you meet this plant matters. You'll need dried valerian root. Look for organic sources, mountain valleys in Europe, clean soils in the Pacific Northwest. The root should be dark brown, slightly oily to the touch, with that distinctive earthy aroma. Here's the traditional method. Bring filtered water to a boil, then let it cool for 60 seconds. Valerian's volatile oils are delicate. Boiling water destroys them. You want 200 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to extract, gentle enough to preserve. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried root per cup. Place it in a teapot or French press. Pour the water over the root and cover immediately. Those essential oils will try to escape as steam. Don't let them. Now here's the sacred part. Let it steep for 10 minutes. Not 7. Not 12. 10. Not just because studies show that's the optimal extraction time, but because your soul needs that pause. That 10 minutes is not waiting. It's preparation. It's transition. It's the space between who you were in the chaos of the day and who you're becoming in the stillness of night. Light a candle if you have one. Watch the steam rise. Notice how your breathing has already slowed. After 10 minutes, strain the tea. The liquid will be earthy brown, slightly murky. This is not a delicate floral infusion. This is root medicine, earth medicine. You can add a small spoon of raw honey, not for sweetness, but for synergy. Honey carries its own sedative properties, gentle sugars that prevent blood sugar crashes during sleep. Drink it slowly, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Let each sip be intentional. You're not consuming, you're communing with the earth, with your body, with rest itself. But before we go deeper, let's talk about safety, because respect for this plant means knowing its boundaries. Valerian is generally well tolerated, but it's not for everyone. If you're pregnant or nursing, avoid valerian. We don't have sufficient studies on fetal exposure, and traditional wisdom counsels caution. If you're taking sedatives, benzodiazepines, or alcohol, don't combine them with valerian. The synergistic effect can be too powerful, leading to excessive drowsiness. People with liver conditions should consult their physician. While rare, some case reports suggest potential hepatotoxicity with very high doses or contaminated products. Choose reputable sources always. Some people experience what's called a paradoxical effect. Instead of calm, they feel agitated. If this happens, valerian may not be your plant. Listen to your body. It knows. Now, for synergistic combinations that have been studied and traditionally used. Valerian plus passionflower. Research from the University of Maryland shows this combination may enhance sleep quality more than either herb alone. The two work on different neurotransmitter pathways, creating a broader calming effect. Valerian plus lemon balm. A 2006 study found this pairing reduced anxiety and improved sleep in participants with stress-induced insomnia. Lemon balm lifts the spirit while valerian settles the body. Valerian plus hops. Traditional European combination. Hops contain similar sedative compounds and amplify valerian's GABA activity. Many commercial sleep blends use this pairing. Start with one herb. Know its voice. Then, if you choose, invite others to the circle. Nature is powerful. Honor her strength with respect. Now, let's go deeper. If you're able, close your eyes. If not, soften your gaze. Let it rest on something simple. A candle flame. A shadow on the wall. Imagine you're holding a cup of valerian tea. Feel the warmth in your palms. Not burning, just present, alive. Bring the cup to your lips. The scent rises, earthy, ancient, like a forest floor after rain. Breathe it in. Let that scent travel down, past your throat, into your lungs, settling in your belly. Take a sip. Feel the liquid, warm and slightly bitter, coating your tongue. Swallow. Follow its journey, down your throat, into your stomach, and from there, imagine it spreading. Not as a drug, not as a force, but as a whisper, a reminder. Your shoulders, they've been holding so much. Feel them soften now, not because you're forcing them, but because the root is teaching them, reminding them. They can let go. Your jaw, you didn't even know you were clenching it. Let it drop. Feel the space that creates, the release. Your mind, oh, your mind. It's been racing, hasn't it? Spinning through tomorrow's tasks, yesterday's regrets, the endless what-ifs. But right now, in this moment, There is only this breath and this root. Imagine it now, deep beneath the earth, growing in darkness, twisted and gnarled and utterly at peace in that darkness. Because darkness isn't something to fear. Darkness is where rest lives, where restoration happens, where seeds dream before they become flowers. You are like that seed right now, wrapped in the quiet, held by the dark. And the Valerian root, ancient, patient, wise, is singing you a lullaby your bones remember. With each breath, you sink deeper, not into unconsciousness, but into presence, into the kind of rest that heals, the kind of rest that doesn't run from the world, but prepares you to meet it with clarity. Let tension dissolve like mist over still water. Let your body grow heavy, anchored, safe. You are held. You are home. You are allowed to rest. Stay here as long as you need. The root will wait. When you're ready, come back. Slowly, gently. There's no rush. What you've just experienced is what Valerian has been offering humanity for thousands of years. Not escape, not numbness, but a return, a remembering, a teaching. The root doesn't force your body to rest. It reminds your body how to rest. There's a profound difference. In a world that glorifies exhaustion, that treats sleeplessness as a badge of honor, choosing rest is a radical act. And choosing natural rest, rest that works with your body's ancient wisdom rather than overriding it, is revolutionary. Valerian won't work instantly for everyone. It's not a light switch. It's a conversation between you and your nervous system. Give it time. Give it consistency. Give it respect. And if Valerian brought you peace tonight, wait until you meet chamomile, the golden embrace of night. Where Valerian teaches the body, chamomile softens the heart. They work beautifully together, these plant allies. Different voices, same song. If this moment served you, share it with someone who needs stillness. Leave a comment below. What did you feel? What shifted? And don't forget to subscribe for more quiet revolutions. May the spirit of this root wrap around you like a blanket woven from moonlight and ancient soil. May you remember that rest is not weakness. It is wisdom. Sleep well, friend. The earth is holding you. Sound of herbs, where science meets soul, and every plant has a story.